up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aspen, and in case y'all are new, and if y'all are new, what's up? So glad you guys came by my channel today. Today's video is going to be all about how to plan a trip successfully, especially if you guys are balling on a budget. You know, that moolah ain't coming in stacks and stacks, so you know, you gotta ball on a budget. Well, you don't have to ball on a budget. You plan on a budget. So I'm gonna go ahead and get straight on into the video because I have a lot of things to share with you guys. So if you guys like it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below. It'll take you 2 milliseconds so you guys never miss an upload from me again. And you guys can stick around and join the family. It's a fun time around here. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get straight on into the video. So if you guys did not know, I surprised my mom with a plane trip really, Aspen, a trip on a plane to New York. We're leaving May 31st, we come back June 6th. I planned this trip back at the end of January. So I bought the plane tickets and the Airbnb at the end of January. So what I recommend is to kind of give yourself a good time span from when you want to go on the vacation and when you decide to kind of like buy your plane tickets, your Airbnb, your hotel, all that stuff, just to give you guys some time to save and where you're not throwing all your money at once and you want to like go to London in 2 weeks. You feel like you guys need to plan that out. I gave myself like a 4-month span to kind of buy my tickets, my Airbnb, and kind of just save up some money. Sorry. But yeah, so definitely give yourself a time span. Don't rush something. If you know you want to go somewhere for like spring break or for like summer vacation, start to plan it out ahead of time, just so you guys aren't, you know, rushing, trying to find all this money, you know, working corners, just so you can go to like the Bahamas or something. Like, give yourself time, y'all. Okay, so obviously, if you're giving yourself a time span, you kind of already know where you want to go. So definitely make sure you guys have a destination. I mean, you guys wouldn't plan a trip and not have a destination. So make sure you guys have a destination. And also make sure it is a reasonable destination. Like, I would not have surprised my mom with plane tickets to Greece because at the time I couldn't afford plane tickets to Greece. So make sure your destination is a realistic destination. Unless you guys do want to save, if you're giving yourself like a year to save, that's fine. Go to freaking Greece. But if you don't, kind of find something that has a similar kind of atmosphere, you know, that kind of jazz, just so you guys can still have these same kind of fun experiences, but it's not as expensive. So the next thing after you guys have a destination, I would definitely do some research in like plane tickets and Airbnb, just to see how much money you have to save to actually get to the place and have some place to stay. I would definitely recommend going at kind of like the cheap time of the year. For us, since we're going to New York kind of like at the beginning of the summertime, a lot of people like to go to New York in the winter time. So tickets were actually really cheap. I think I paid like $348 for 2 tickets, which is really good. Try going at the cheaper time of the year if you guys are trying to save a little bit more money to do things, to have an experience at that destination. I definitely think going at the cheaper time of the year is more ideal. Now for places to stay, I'm more Airbnb than hotel. I mean, like having a cute Airbnb or hotel is, you know, cute, but you're not going to be in the Airbnb or hotel the whole time you're there. It's just really a place for you to rest your head at night. So I think having a cheaper, but like in a safe area type of Airbnb or hotel is a lot more ideal than having a super cute, like expensive Airbnb. So try and keep the kind of like flight cost and lounge, what's it called? No, not lounge, lodging costs cheaper so you guys can have more money to do experience-y type of things. The next thing that I definitely recommend doing is making an itinerary. And this, I realized, was super important whenever I was kind of thinking about the things I wanted to do in New York, because there are a lot of things that I want to do, and I luckily managed to fit them all on my itinerary. But I think it's really important to kind of plan your days out, not by like time increments, but kind of have like an idea of all the things you want to do each day. For us, we're kind of sectioning it out into different parts of New York. So each day we're just in one section. Also, so you know how much money you kind of need to save to do all of those things is really important. Go on the websites that you guys have like attractions or things you want to do and kind of write down the prices, add it all up, see how much money you roughly have to save for those attractions. I think that is a really good idea. So after you kind of have like a rough estimate of how much money you need for the trip, start saving, guys. It is so crucial that you start saving, because once you get to your destination, you may have, you know, added up all the things that you want to do, but you're going to want to buy souvenirs, you're going to have to eat, you're going to want to do this, that, and you want to have some extra kind of like room just in case you do overspend what you were thinking you were going to spend. You still have a little bit of extra money that you can use and kind of fall back on if needed. And kind of piggybacking off of saving money, I think is a good idea, kind of like I said about the whole buying a pass thing, is every time you get paid, maybe buy a ticket for something that you're wanting to go to and start kind of building up your tickets. So once you go, you can just have all your tickets either on your phone or print it out. And then you don't really have to worry about going to every place, buying tickets, and then not knowing if you have like enough money, if that kind of makes sense. So just kind of trying to buy things ahead of time as well. I think that's a really good idea. And then kind of with eating, that is where things get really expensive because we don't realize how much money we spend on food. But since I just bit the side of my mouth, ow. But since we are staying in an Airbnb, I would recommend trying to eat at least one meal. If you guys are fortunately staying in an Airbnb, trying to eat like one meal a day at the Airbnb, or if you guys are staying in a hotel, I don't know why I just stuttered, but in a hotel, maybe try and eat breakfast there, because if it's included, that's kind of a waste of money if you're not eating breakfast there. I think if you guys buy a little bit of groceries to maybe eat breakfast there every day. But yeah, we're gonna be eating out a lot, but I mean, there's a lot of places we wanna try. So, I mean, it'll be worth it. We're gonna save for it. The food's what we're saving for, honestly. So whenever your trip starts to get closer, go ahead and check the weather. That's what I've been doing, kind of to see what the temperatures will roughly be. Mainly I was checking the weather because I wanted to buy a whole new wardrobe for my trip, which is totally unnecessary. You guys can go ahead and purchase just a couple things that you can pair with things that are already in your wardrobe. I bought some things that I can kind of layer, some things that kind of go with that type of weather. But I definitely would recommend, if you guys are trying to save more for the experience, don't go buy yourself a whole new wardrobe. That was kind of, you know, extra of me, but I did save and work for it. So I just wanted, you know, some new clothes. And then lastly, make sure when your trip is like coming up, like in a couple days, make sure you guys get all your stuff together. Get all your tickets if you have them, your boarding passes, your itinerary. Make sure you remember undies, like all that stuff. Make sure you have everything together, because nothing is worse than going to the airport or finally making it to your destination and you forgot something. So I would definitely recommend before your trip, maybe a couple days before you leave and you're starting to get everything together, make a checklist of everything you can think of that you possibly need, just so you make sure you guys don't forget anything. I definitely will be making a checklist, because since I will be kind of vlogging, I want to make sure I have like extra camera battery, extra memory cards, all that stuff. But yeah, y'all, that is gonna be it for this video. I thought this video was such a fun video, kind of to share with you guys my tips on how to plan a trip and kind of the process that I went through. It's gonna be a great time. I'm so excited. Like I said, make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can check out my travel diary vlog type things, and make sure to follow me on Instagram, because I'll be posting outfits of the day, my food that I'm eating, all that jazz. So definitely make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, because it'll be a fun time on there. I have a New York clothing haul already up on my channel, so if you guys want to check that out, I will have it right over here. And I will have a lot of kind of travel related videos coming up on my channel, so make sure you guys stick around for those. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking now about me traveling, because it's kind of getting old. And yeah, you guys, that is gonna be all for this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!